welcome back. So what we're looking at today is lesson 12, percentages and tape diagrams. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So revisiting Jada's puppy. Jada has a new puppy that weighs 9 pounds. It's now at about 20% of its adult weight. Here's a diagram that Jada drew about the weight of her puppy. So we've got the 20%, it shows it's 9, and we've got another set of 9, 9, 9, and 9. And it's split into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts, since 5 times 20% would be 100%. The adult weight of the puppy will be 45 pounds. How can you see that in the diagram? So we can see that there are 5 9s, and 5 times 9 is 45. So that's how we can see that would represent the whole. What fraction of its adult weight is the puppy now? How can you see that in the diagram? Well, it's 1/5, and we can see that because it's divided into 5 equal parts of 9. All right, Jada's friend has a dog that weighs 90 pounds. Here's a diagram Jada drew that represents the weight of her friend's dog and the weight of her puppy. How many times greater is the dog's weight than the puppy's? So this one is representing her puppy. And this is the dog, friend's dog. Sorry, I know that's really hard to read. So how many times greater than the dog's weight, or is the dog's weight than the puppy's weight? So if we look at this, how many of these boxes do we have? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that means it's 10 times greater. Compare the weight of the puppy and the dog using fractions. So the puppy is 1/10 the dog's weight, because if we notice, this 9 takes up this 9, which would be 1/10. So now if we look at it in terms of percentages, so if the dog's weight is 100% and we're comparing the puppy to that, it's going to be just one portion of it out of 10, which would be 10%. So the puppy is 10% the dog's weight. $5. Noah has $5. Elena has 40% as much as Noah. How much does Elena have? So how we are going to take and figure this out is we're going to take and look at this in terms of, okay, our whole is the $5. So we've got our whole, and that represents the $5. Now, Elena has 40% as much. So if we find what 10% is, drew that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we find what just 10% of it is, then we can find what 40% is. So by taking and splitting this into tenths, so 5 divided by 10 would be a half. So each one of these would be 50 cents. 50, 50. So 10, 50 cents is going to give us $5. And so if we're looking at 40%, well, this would be 10%, 20% would be $1, 30% would be $1.50, 40% would be $2. So if we compare Elena's and Noah's money using fractions, well, Elena has 2/5 as much money as Noah. Noah then would have 5 halves as much money as Elena. So it's just the reciprocals. Remember, we've used for the reciprocals before for these unit rates. So number 2, Diego has 150% as much as Noah. How much does Diego have? So we know Noah has $5. Now we're saying that Diego has more than the $5 because $5 represented our 100%. So now, building off of this here, this is our 100. We need to add 50% more. So remember, each one's going to be 50 cents, and we have to add 5 more. So 5 times 50 is going to give us $2.50 added to our $5. So it's $7.50. So Diego, in comparing these, Diego has 1.5 times as much money as Noah. And then saying it in terms of Noah, sorry, marker wasn't working. Noah has 2/3 as much money as Diego. So once again, this is looking at it in terms of we have reciprocals. So looking at it depending on which direction we're going from in comparing these things, okay? All right, your keyword for this lesson is percentage. Percentage. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask.